What's up, everybody out there on YouTube? Bryson Michael RC here, and today I'm doing something just a little bit different. I've actually been looking real hard for some earbuds. I have kind of sensitive ears, and I like using in-front monitors whenever I play music and stuff. I don't like inner ear monitors and stuff like that. So I never like headphones or any in-ear monitors or anything like that. I've never been a fan of any of them. But now, because of my work, whenever I'm busy or when I'm doing what we call hand loads that take a couple hours, and it's basically just busy work. It's brainless busy work. I was thinking I could just listen to some music, and so I've been on a hunt for some comfortable earbuds, something that I could wear that's waterproof because it gets real hot and I sweat a lot, and something that's kind of inexpensive because I didn't want to spend a whole lot. I'm only going to be wearing them for work. So my main criteria are budget, waterproof, for sweat, and comfortable. It doesn't need to be super loud. In fact, I have a radio at work, so it doesn't need to be too terribly bad, but we will get into that. This is kind of I'm going to do the comparison video first, and then I'm going to do a review of each of them by themselves. This is the Groove On wireless earbud headphones here. These you can get at Walmart. So what I did is I went to Amazon, I went to Walmart, and I bought kind of the cheapest one you can get on each one of them that is not the Apple copy. So the white ones that have the little piece that sticks out of the bottom of your ear that look like cord headphones, it just looks like somebody cut the cord off. I can't stand those. I think they look stupid. These kind of are black, they're incognito. People at work aren't really going to be able to tell that I have them in. That's the whole point of them. I don't want people to know that I'm wearing headphones. I just want to have something in to wear like one at a time. And so these are kind of the black incognito cheaper ones, because there is a cheaper pair of Apple version earbuds by Groove On that are like $5 cheaper, and then there's tons of different copies on Amazon. So these are kind of just the two cheaper ones on Amazon and Walmart that I could find. So I bought one locally at Walmart, bought one off Amazon. This one came in 3 days. This one I got immediately. I'm going to kind of show you, well, I'll show you all this stuff in the review, everything that they come with. So I'm not going to show you those right now. This is just going to be bare bones. I'm going to show you guys what they look like. We're not going to talk about anything that's going to be in the review. Well, we will discuss a few things that will be in the review, because of course the review you'll want to know some of these things. But when it comes to like charging and all that, I'm not going to talk about that in this one. This is just kind of comparison video, if it were. So these are the cases. We're going to talk about this because we're comparing them together. I like the case for this one better. You can see how it's oval, it's big, it's got like kind of a pleather finish to it, and I really like this case so much more. It just looks more professional, looks better. I mean, nobody buys these for the case, but if I did, I would rather have a case like this. This one is just a little tiny case. There's really nothing to it. It serves its purpose, I guess. But like I said, we're not buying earbuds because of the case. So I just wanted to show that. That's one of the marks that this one gets. I just like the professionalism and the good look of the case. So we'll start with budget. This one is cheaper here, and I ordered it Friday. It came in Monday afternoon, so it came in super quick, which was appreciative. I really like that. This one, a little bit more expensive. I think it was $30. So when it comes to budget, this one wins definitely here. And you can wait a few days for, I think these are like $5 cheaper. But do you really want to wait 3 days for $5 cheaper? If you need them immediately, these are a good option to go with. Number two, what I was looking for is waterproof, making sure that whenever I'm sweating, that they are waterproof. And both of these are, in fact, waterproof to a point. So they are sweat proof. They are both considered waterproof, but I'm not going to test them. I thought about it, I was taking a shower today and I was watching a show on Netflix on my phone, and I was thinking maybe I should wash my hair and just wear one of each of them just to see how waterproof they actually are. And then I decided that's probably a bad idea because I don't want to electrify anywhere near my head. That would be just a bad idea. So I'm not going to test it too much. But I have worn both of these at work now. I wore one Monday and I wore one Tuesday. So, and I wore them all day. So we're going to get into that a little bit. and I did sweat. I mean, the humidity here has been outrageous. It was like 87% Monday. It was 76% Tuesday. So I was pouring down sweat. We had hand loads both days that I did. And so, I mean, my ears, my inner ears, I mean, everything was sweating so hard that when I took these in and out, it was like my ear canal was lubricated because there was so much sweat. So both of them survived the waterproof thing. So they both work on that. I had no problems with them or anything like that. So that's awesome there. Both of them get a point for that. I'm not going to say one's better than the other because neither of them, nothing happened. You know what I mean? Neither of them shorted out or anything like that. So that's awesome. So number 3 thing that I was looking for was incognito. Something that wasn't like an Apple, the white, that you couldn't tell it was a headphone or anything like that. So these ones take it. You can see how they're just black. They have a little tiny light, and these lights are hardly ever on. They blink every so often, but that's it. Incognito, and I'll show you guys this on, like in my ear. Love these. You can't even tell. Like I talked to several people while I had these in, several supervisors and such, and nobody said anything about it at all. And so I think when it comes to being incognito, these are perfect. I think people just thought that I had something because a lot of people wear earplugs at work. So I think a lot of people thought that that's what they were. I love it, how they're just black. There's no emblem, no nothing on them. Just a tiny little light that blinks every now and then when you're using them. If you've got your music turned off, you can kind of just leave them in. and they're great. They have a push button rather than just a touch screen thing. So you can actually feel the button when you touch it, and it's super soft up here. These ones win the incognito because when you look at these ones, these have the giant emblem on the front. They have a way bigger light, and they change different colors and lights. So I mean, you can tell you're wearing earbuds for sure. You can tell these are music devices. And I wore these, nobody said anything about it. Wore these, and I got asked 3 or 4 times what type of earbuds I had. So when it comes to being incognito, these take it. I know a lot of people don't want it incognito. Maybe you're not interested in that and you want people to see that you're wearing earbuds. I know it's kind of a fashion thing, so maybe these ones would win it, but I really like just the all black when you're like me. Even if I were to wear these are both Bluetooth, so I could use either one of these as in-ear monitors for playing music. I would still rather use these here because it would just look so much better. And you can see how much smaller in comparison the Groove are to the Clariums. Way smaller. And I'm going to show you again at the end of this video what they look like in your ears, and these are just so much better, so much smaller. So people, like I said, it's a fashion statement. Some people love wearing earbuds, love showing off that they're wearing earbuds, and you might want the bigger ones. But if you're working like I am, or you're playing music or something like that, the incognito-ness of these are amazing. So we'll talk about the volume of both of these. These ones flat out bawl. I mean, they flat out get loud. When you have both of them in and no music playing, they are noise canceling. They don't say it anywhere on here. I don't read it anywhere on here. But they are noise canceling. I can't hear a dang thing when I have them in. I mean, these are better than wearing earplugs just by themselves. You can't hear anything. And when you turn the music up, turn it loud, you can't turn it up all the way or else you will hurt your ears. I wouldn't recommend it. You can, but I wouldn't recommend it because you will, in fact, hurt your ears. These ones here, they don't get nearly as loud. They get loud enough. And I think that may be a bit safer because you can't just, pop them in, forget the volume's turned way up, and then they start blasting. So it may be a safer thing. They don't get as loud. They're not as noise canceling. I've put both of these in. I have a radio, and I kept them off. I could hear my radio fine. So if you're wanting to hear the world surrounding you and hear good sound coming out of these are perfect. So these ones here, I mean, they're super loud. What I tend to do is just wear one at a time. And both of them have the capability to where they are right ear, left ear. Okay, they're stereo when you have both of them in. So some stuff gets recorded in stereo where certain things are played on the right ear, certain things are played at the left, and it makes it sound more surround, different sounds and stuff. I've heard specific vocals come out of certain sides, you know, and playing and recording music. I understand the effects that you can do with stereo. Cool thing about these, both of them, so both of them win on this point, is you can take one out and it puts the stereo into the one. So you wear both of them and it plays stereo, right and left ear. But if you take one out and put one in, you're not going to miss out on the other one. So it puts everything into one ear. So that's good, because I can't tell you how many times I've listened to something and it was overpowering on one side because that's how they recorded it. And, you know, any corded headphones that you would listen to, that's kind of how they do it. So one of the things too is if you're just listening to one, it's loud enough, you know, you can hear everybody around you, you can turn it up super loud, both of these, and just they don't know you're listening to music, they can't hear the music playing. And when you've worn it all day long and it starts to die, you just pop it back in, pop the other one out and put it in, and it works just fine. It's like getting double the time. But the good thing about these is they both, you shouldn't need to recharge these in a day. Both of these, I work 9 hours a day basically. So, well, I put them in a little bit earlier than that. So let me tell you about comfort. Let's get to comfort. Both of them come with extra ear pads, different sizes, which is awesome because I did have to take them off and put the smaller ones in, especially for these ones. The ones that came into it were very uncomfortable, and so I had to, oops, sorry, I forgot to tell you, this one is touch. It doesn't have buttons. So this one you can push it, and because it's connected via Bluetooth, while I was touching that, it shut my video down. So this, I don't like that at all. That's a point for this one, if I haven't said it yet. I don't like the whole touch thing, because you can accidentally touch it, especially when you're trying to take it out of your ear for a second. Sometimes somebody will be trying to talk to me. Like today, somebody was trying to talk to me. I had it up just a bit too loud, so I went to take it out of my ear real quick just so I could hear him and put it back in. And I had messed with it so much I had to get my phone out and restart the music and stuff. So we're moving on to the last bit before I show you guys what these look like. And I apologize, I can't actually play music for these. They're earbuds. You can only get the full effect if you put them in your ears. You'll just have to take my word for it. It's not like I can just put these up to the speaker or something like that and you'll get a full effect from it. It doesn't work like that. So I wish I could figure out a way to show you guys what it sounds like, but you'll just have to take my word for it, so I apologize about that. But let's get to the last thing, which is comfort. And that's what I was talking about with the buds. So I've worn both these all day. One on Monday, got up at 7:20 in the morning, put them in about 7:35, wore them all the way to work, wore them all day at work, didn't take them out, got off work, went to go see my kids' baseball games and softball games Monday, sat through 2 games, and then today, wearing these ones, I got straight off of work and went through and sat through 1 game, and I had them on. I had them on the entire time. So, comfort. Both of them are comfortable. They are. You can wear them all day. A lot more comfortable than any type of other inner ear things. I've never been able to, that's what I hate about earphones. I've never been able to wear earphones for more than like an hour or so. But these, I've been able to wear them all day. I wear them one at a time at work, and then both of them at the games and before work. So I wore them for about 5 hours in one ear and then 5 hours in the other, basically. And that was just taking them out, and that they didn't even die. The one that I had didn't even die. I just didn't want it to get to that point. So I would take it out at lunch, put it in and switch the other one to the other ear, and just keep on going. They didn't die. I recharged it just to recharge it, but I mean, they lasted. In the full review that I do, I'm going to wear both of them. I'm going to do the full review on a weekend. So I'm going to wear them basically for about 8 hours on the weekend, both of them. And I'm going to try to have them go and listen to music or something. Maybe we'll see if we can get them to die or something like that. But they haven't. They've lasted. They do exactly what I want them to, so both of them get a point for that. It kind of breaks down to, I really like this one more because of the incognito-ness and because of the button. Other than that, I don't need the extreme loud. You guys might like that a little bit more if you're younger. I would actually rather have the volume of this one This one's actually just a tad bit more comfortable than these ones to wear. It seems weird because these are smaller. This one's actually a tad bit more comfortable to wear. I like them both. I really do. They're a good investment. I don't know how long they last. If you want to leave comments on here down below, hit that thumbs up button if you guys enjoyed this. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to. Here in about 3 months, if you'd like to get a hold of me and see how long they've lasted, how long their batteries have lasted, and things like that, I'll break down in the video how easy it is to connect these. Like this one says right up here, when you open it, you can see, well, you can't see it in the video because of the light, but it tells you exactly how to connect it here. This one's just as easy. It's super easy to get connected and start going. I actually used both of these directly out of the box for about 4 or 5 hours when I first got them. So, I mean, they have a ton of battery already on it, and it's only they only ship things with a battery about a third charge. They hold a ton of battery. They last for a long time. They're both good. These are a tad bit more comfortable. I like these a little bit more. It's just a nice little battle, a nice little even ground. Kind of just have to decide for yourself. There's a lot more just like this around the same price that you could go with, and I may try some more out because my son wants a pair and my daughter wants a pair, so I may get them new ones just so I can kind of do some comparison and try to get some around the same price, because you know Amazon has a ton of these around the same price as kind of the cheapest one that I could find that came in at a quick time. So 3 days to come in, so that's why I picked it. There, like I said, there's plenty more, and we'll be doing a full review on it. Hopefully, if they can wait like a week, there's some better ones actually and there's some cheaper, more budget ones. So maybe we can test those out. But these are similar in price. This one came through the mail, but it came quicker than any of the other ones. There are some other ones around the same price as this, within a $5 range at Walmart. But these are the cheapest ones in this style that you can get at Walmart, this black incognito thing. These ones win it for me altogether, just because it's more all around what I like. This one does have its benefits, and I really like it. I really like the case. One more thing before I go, I almost ended the video right there, but I forgot to tell you guys an important part of this. This is the booklet for the Groove On one, and you can see, like I was saying earlier, and both of these do this, it shows you how you skip, press and hold to skip, so you do push the buttons different ways, holding them, double clicking them, things like that, to get them to do the different things with music. And then this is the most important one, take a phone call, because a lot of people think earbuds are so far away from your mouth. Can you answer a phone call with your phone in your pocket and your earbuds in? Because a lot of people get wired ones for that little wire that comes down, that little microphone that comes by your face, so you can kind of hold it up by your face. Yes, you can take a phone call on both of these. I talked on the phone on both of them. With the Clariums, not the greatest. I was talking to my wife, I said, can you actually hear me on this? And she goes, yeah, I can hear you. Kind of, but I can hear you. So I think it was a little soft. It's probably more along the lines of talking on speakerphone. But on the Groove On ones, it performed fantastically. One more thing too, these go a longer distance away from your phone. I know that matters to some people, but I walk away all the time with my phone running. Like my phone will be plugged in, I'll be watching Netflix, I'll be listening to it with these on or these on, and I'll walk away and be doing something else. And I have noticed that I can walk from my back room all the way out to the front yard. So basically from the backyard to the front yard, through the house, with all the walls and stuff in between it. And that's like 3 regular rooms. I would have to say that's about 30 yards maybe. This one holds up. I haven't had a break connection. So I usually hang out on my back porch and just kind of watch videos and things like that. Make videos, watch videos and stuff like that. I walked all the way out the front door, all the way to my Durango, got in the Durango, got some stuff out of the car, came back inside. They never broke once. I got about 2 rooms away with these on, and they broke. So they start going out, It'll just start going silent a few times, and then it'll just break connection. So these don't go very far, but maybe that doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter to me, because I don't really plan on wearing them all that much far away from my phone. I'm just planning on listening to music with my phone on me. So that's not a huge deal for me, but you can leave your phone laying around with these, just somewhere in your house. You can just lay your phone on the ground, and you can walk through the house and do your chores or do laundry or take out the trash or something like that, and these stay connected the entire time. I think that's really cool. So if your phone's dying, and like for example, if my phone was dying and I wanted to put it on the charger, but I still wanted to listen to music while I was mowing the front yard, I could put it on the charger, turn it on, and go mow my front yard, and this would stay connected the entire time. I think that's cool. So these went on that. I can't believe I forgot those two huge things, but I added them in before we got done with this. So